was it. I didn't actually pick anything.
I'm asking you now. If you could come back as anything in your next life, what would it be?
A hi-hat.
Okay.
Welcome to another episode of 3 Minute Critics. I am Eric.
I am Tony. Today we're going to be reviewing Late Night, rated R, starring Emma Thompson, Mindy Kaling, and directed by Nisha Ganatra.
That's right, and this is about a late-night talk show host. She suspects that her long-running show may soon be lost to her. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let's put 3 minutes on the clock.
Let's do it.
And Tony, what'd you think of Late Night?
I think that, thank God for Emma Thompson, because without her, this film is very cartoonish. I felt like the storyline was sort of not very realistic and kind of fluffy and kind of obvious and really two-dimensional. But then you add Emma Thompson into this, and it becomes so much more three-dimensional. She lights up the screen. Every time she's on, you start believing it a little bit more.
Right.
She draws you back in. When she leaves, you're like, really, the writers? And I wasn't a big fan of Mindy Kaling's performance. I thought she was by far the best part of this film.
Emma Thompson was by far the best part of this film.
Best part of this film.
Yeah, this I'll agree with you on some points here that this just didn't seem like a really well written script. I mean,
I agree.
Storyline-wise, it's like very predictable and pretty unbelievable in a lot of places, and just not particularly original. Nothing there. But I will also agree with you, Emma Thompson. She's believable.
She's so good.
Yeah,
she's so good. She can take something that's so flat and two-dimensional and completely make it three-dimensional, believable, draw you in. I really enjoyed her performance, regardless, in spite of that script, which was so flat.
Yeah, she comes across with a really good attitude, and it's seamless throughout the whole film. You never lose her character. Everybody else, there's not much in the way of character development.
Because it feels like what Mindy's doing with this script is I feel like she's taken this concept and just laid it on the page, regardless of character, regardless of story. It's just concept. It's just the idea of flipping, from the male-dominated late-night world into a female who's been on TV forever.
Which could be a good idea if it's executed well.
Right, if you develop a story and characters and have character development and
there's only one character here that really felt like there was an arc to it, and it went from one place to another, and that was Emma Thompson.
And honestly, the arc is a little cheesy too, but she pulls it off. The arc is so obvious, and you know
it's coming. You know things are coming.
But she manages to make it work, and again draw you in when otherwise this script would have left you completely.
Yeah, there's really no substance in it. I mean, it was.
I still had to start and stop.
Yeah.
Even with Emma Thompson's brilliant performance, I was like, okay, come on.
It's kind of hard to get through. And it's not a particularly long film. It just doesn't give you much of anything new. It's nothing you haven't already seen in one way or another.
Not particularly good in this.
I didn't mind her. I mean, I didn't think anything was wrong with her performance. There just wasn't anything that particularly stood out about it. And maybe it was just the character itself that really didn't have room for a lot of development. It was like, very unbelievable. Again, getting the job in the first place and then continuing on. It didn't. Well, speaking of continuing on, we can't continue on because that's the car horn, and that
now
means
it's time to rate this mother on a scale of 5 stars. Eric, what did you think?
Well, to wrap it up and sum it up and up it up and all the ups is that not a lot in the way of a great story here. Not much of a script. Emma Thompson did carry the heavy weight in this film with some great performance here from her, but. Otherwise, not much there. So I'm giving this one 2.5 stars.
Really? Yeah. 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
I pretty much concur with all of those points. I think this story is completely flat. The script is boring. Everything is predictable. And an otherwise completely two-dimensional film, Emma Thompson shines and brings a lot of character sincerity and three-dimensionality. Dimensionality?
All of those
Dimensionality.
This brings a lot.
Which brings my rating up to 2.5 stars. It would have been lower otherwise.
Interesting.
This third world dimensionality.
Wow, about how those two reviews kind of met in the middle there.
We did.
Well, we thank you for joining us. We would love for you to subscribe right up here for more great movie reviews. And until next time, we are the 3 Minute Critics.